When someone tells you to have sabr in your situation, what does sabr mean to you? Because let me tell you just 2 verses in the Quran that can shed light into what sabr means for us at different moments in our lives. The first one I want to share is the end of Surah Al-Ankabut. And the end of Surah Al-Ankabut, some say, came at a time where it was hinting to the hijrah. It was hinting to the migration that was about to happen. And look what it says at the end of the surah. In verse 58, Allah says, نِعْمَ أَجْرُ الْعَامِلِينَ. How blessed is the reward of those who do work, who put in actions. So Allah is saying, people who put in effort, who put in work, who have actions, who stand for something, how beautiful is their reward. And immediately after, Allah will describe who are these people? الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا. Those who had sabr, those who persevered for His sake. They put in actions. And it says, وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. And they all at the same time were relying on their Lord. So they were not relying on the effort they were putting in during their sabr, because their perseverance came with action. But they were not relying on the action, they were relying on Allah. And this reminds us of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, because every single time he said فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ 2 times in Surah Yusuf, he immediately mentions Allah after, right? Wallahu al-musta'an in the first one. What does that show you? That when you're persevering, you have Allah in mind. That's when your sabr is worth it. That's when your sabr is not letting you just succumb to your situation, but put in actions and remember Allah is with you too. That's what it does for you. So sabr comes with action and it comes with reliance on Allah at the same time. And now I want to go to Surah An-Nahl. Surah An-Nahl, verse 41. Allah says, وَالَّذِينَ هَاجَرُوا. Those who migrated. Now Allah is mentioning the physical action, right? The migration, the physical migration that people took from Mecca to Medina, escaping persecution. And after Allah mentions this, Allah says, after, الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. The same combo, those who persevered, who had sabr and relied on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So their hijrah, their migration was actually a means of them having sabr, a means of them having perseverance and at the same time reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sabr does not mean standing in the rain and letting the rain just, take over and shower you, and you not seeking shelter, and you not getting an umbrella, right? Sabr comes with you doing that. Sabr comes with you taking action. So much so, look at the hijrah, the migration of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His migration came with taking steps. Someone to take his place in his home, someone to come and erase the traces as they were walking, him and Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, someone to come and give them food in the cave, in the area that they were hiding, right? It came with planning, it came with steps. That was sabr. Sabr was not just, oh, we're done, the people want to come and persecute us, let them do it. No. Sabr was them taking action at the same time, relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the action. Relying on Allah, not the action, but still putting in the effort that you can. Because when you remember Allah, Allah will empower you to do what you can, to put in the effort you can. So let's not send the message that sabr is not doing anything. Sabr is doing what you can. And it's not about how much you're doing or how much you're capable of doing. Because sometimes situations are so hard that your sabr, the action of your sabr can seem so little. But as a believer, you're not relying on the action. You're not relying on the action, you're relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the message that sabr brings for the person. The perseverance is worth it because we're doing it for Allah. And how beautiful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala welcomes the people of Jannah. Salamun alaykum bima sabartum. Peace be upon you because of your perseverance. So the one you persevered for is now rewarding you with an endless Jannah, inshaAllah. May Allah make us of these people. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.